You know what, Lily? Most people don't know what to say when a vendor gives them a price. They just smile and pay the full price.
And here is the thing. If you know how to bargain, you pay less. That money does not go to the vendor. It stays in your pocket.
I wish someone told me that before last Saturday.
Today is that day. For all of us.
If you want the transcript, vocabulary,
And a slow audio version, check the join button below. Hi friends, welcome back to Daily English Talk. I'm Lily.
And I'm Tom, the guy who went shopping last weekend, came home with a very expensive wallet and a very embarrassing story.
And we are absolutely telling that story today. We are talking about shopping, and more specifically, we are talking about how to bargain in English.
Bargaining means trying to get a lower price. You talk to the seller, you make an offer, you try to pay less money, and today you are going to learn exactly how to do that in English.
By the end of this lesson, you will have real words and phrases you can use the next time you are at a market, a shop, or anywhere you want a better deal.
If this is your first time here, welcome. This channel uploads a brand new English lesson every single day. Hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss one.
Okay, before we start, we have a question for you. Here is today's question. Tom went to a street market last weekend. He tried to bargain for something, but something went very, very wrong. What do you think happened? It was bad. It was genuinely bad. Stay with us until the end of the episode to find out. Okay, Tom, tell us about the market.
Right. So last Saturday, I went to this big outdoor street market near my apartment. It had everything: clothes, fruit, handmade bags, jewelry, little souvenirs.
Oh, I love markets like that. So much color and energy.
Exactly. And I saw this leather wallet. Beautiful. Brown, soft, great quality. The vendor said it was $30.
$30 for a wallet?
I know. So I thought, okay, I can bargain. I can do this. I said, very confidently, can you do 20?
Oh, that is a great phrase. Can you do 20? It means, can you sell it to me for $20?
Right. Very normal. Very standard. The vendor looked at me. She said, 25.
Perfect. You came down from 30 to 25. That is exactly how bargaining works. You go back and forth.
Yes. And then I panicked.
You panicked?
I said, and I quote, okay, fine, 30.
Oh, Tom.
I gave her more money than she already offered me.
You were supposed to go down, not up.
She looked so confused. She said, are you sure? And I said, yes. I walked away with the wallet and zero dignity.
Oh, but the wallet is beautiful, right?
It is genuinely a gorgeous wallet.
So today, we're going to make sure that none of you make the same mistake Tom made.
I am a cautionary tale. Use me wisely.
All right, before we learn our vocabulary, let's look at one grammar structure that is extremely useful when you are bargaining. It is the question, can you?
Can you is a polite and friendly way to make a request. You're asking if something is possible.
The structure is simple. Can you plus a verb. For example, can you lower the price? Can you do 15? Can you give me a better deal?
You might also hear, could you? This is a little softer and more polite. Could you do 15? Both are correct. Both sound natural in a shopping situation.
Use can you when you want to sound confident and direct. Use could you when you want to sound a little more gentle. Either one works perfectly.
The vendor might say yes, they might say no. They might give you a different number. That is all part of bargaining. It is a friendly conversation, not a fight.
Smile, be polite, and use can you to make your offer sound respectful and natural.
And whatever you do, do not accidentally offer more money than the asking price.
We cannot stress this enough. Okay, time for today's vocabulary. We have 8 great words and phrases for bargaining and shopping in English. Tom and I will use each one in a real conversation so you can hear exactly how it sounds.
Let's go.
Our first word is the star of today's lesson. Bargain. B-A-R-G-A-I-N. Bargain.
Bargain has 2 uses. As a noun, it means something you bought at a great low price. As a verb, it means to talk with the seller to try to get a lower price.
My grandmother is the queen of bargaining. She once bought a beautiful handmade rug at a market for half the original price. She smiled the whole time. The vendor was amazed. She just picked up her rug and walked away.
Half price? That is incredible.
She is an absolute legend.
Let's hear it in a dialogue.
Tom, I love this bag, but the price is too high. Let's try to bargain.
Good idea. I am great at bargaining.
Are you, though?
Okay, fair point.
Now you try. Say, that jacket was a real bargain. I paid only $10. Excellent.
The next word is vendor. V-E-N-D-O-R. Vendor. A vendor is the person who is selling things. You often find vendors at street markets, outdoor fairs, and busy shopping areas.
Last summer, Tom and I went to a big weekend market together. There was one vendor selling handmade scarves. The colors were so beautiful. Deep reds, bright yellows, soft blues.
I bought 3 scarves from that vendor. 3. I do not regret it.
He wore all 3 on the same day.
I was making a fashion statement.
Here is the word in a dialogue.
Lily, look at this bowl. The vendor says it's handmade.
Really? Let's ask the vendor about the price.
Now you try. Say, the vendor was very friendly and gave me a great price.
Perfect. Next up, price tag. 2 words, price, tag. A price tag is the small label you find on a product that shows the cost.
One time, I was shopping at a little boutique. That is a small, fancy shop, and I saw a beautiful coat. I picked it up. I looked at the price tag, $120 for one coat.
120?
I put it back very slowly and walked away.
The correct response.
Here it is in a dialogue.
Tom, did you see the price tag on this jacket?
$80? That is way too much.
Let's see if we can bargain for a better price. Your turn. Say, I always check the price tag before I decide to buy something.
Great work. This phrase is one of the most useful things you can say while shopping. Too expensive. Too expensive.
Too expensive means the price is higher than you want to pay. It is honest, natural, and very easy to use. You can say it directly to the vendor. It is not rude. It is normal.
Last month, I went to a souvenir shop near the old town. Everything was beautifully made. Everything was also very, very overpriced. I picked up a small wooden carving, and the vendor said $50. I looked at him, smiled, and said, "That is too expensive for me." Then I walked out.
Did you find it cheaper somewhere else?
Same carving, different shop, $12.
$12?
I always look around before you buy.
Let's use it in a dialogue. Oh, Tom, look at this necklace. It is gorgeous.
How much is it?
$60. That is too expensive for me. I'm going to try to bargain.
Your turn. Say, that hotel was too expensive. I found a cheaper one nearby.
Wonderful. Discount. Everyone's favorite word. Discount. D-I-S-C-O-U-N-T.
A discount is when the price goes down from the original amount. The vendor gives you a lower price as a special offer.
Tom and I were at a night market once. I found a beautiful ceramic bowl. I asked the vendor, "Do you offer any discount if I buy 2?" He thought about it for a moment and said yes. I got both bowls for the price of 1.5. I was very happy.
She negotiated that in about 40 seconds. I was standing right there. I watched it happen. I learned so much.
It just takes confidence and one simple question.
Here is discount in a dialogue. Excuse me, is there any discount if I buy 3 items?
Yes, buy 3 and I can give you 15% off.
That is a great deal. I will take 3.
Encouraging. Your turn. Say, the shop gave me a big discount because it was the last one in stock.
Excellent. Make an offer. To make an offer means to say the price you want to pay. You suggest your number to the vendor. This is the key moment in any bargaining conversation.
I remember the very first time I tried to bargain at an outdoor market. I was so nervous. The vendor said the price. I just stood there, smiling, saying nothing. I did not know how to make an offer. I did not know what to say.
What did you do?
I paid the full price because I was too nervous to open my mouth.
That is so relatable.
Now I make an offer on everything. I have absolutely no shame.
That is the correct energy.
Let's hear it in a dialogue.
This scarf is really lovely. Can I make an offer?
Of course. What number were you thinking?
How about $12?
Now you say, I want to make an offer on this ring. Is that okay with you? Amazing! Final price. The final price is the last number you both agree on. After all the back and forth, after all the bargaining, the final price is what you actually pay.
Lily and I were at a craft market once. I found a small wooden carving I really loved. I bargained with the vendor for almost 20 minutes, back and forth, back and forth. The original price was $30.
What was the final price?
$11.
11 from 30?
The final price was $11. It was the greatest moment of my shopping life. I still have that carving on my desk.
He tells this story every time we go to a market.
Because it was a triumph.
Let's use the phrase in a dialogue. Okay, so what is your final price for this bag?
For you, the final price is $22. That is the best I can do.
I can work with that. Let's do it.
Your turn. Say, we agreed on a final price of $15. Everyone was happy.
Fantastic.
And our last word, deal. D-E-A-L. Deal.
A deal is the final agreement. When you and the vendor both say yes to a price, you have a deal. It is finished. Done. Agreed.
One time at a street market, Lily was bargaining for a beautiful hand-painted bowl. She went back and forth with the vendor for 5 minutes. The vendor finally said, $15. That is my best offer. Lily looked at the bowl. She looked at the vendor. She said one word.
Deal.
She shook the vendor's hand and walked away. It was the most confident thing I have ever witnessed in my entire life.
That bowl is on my kitchen shelf right now.
And every time I see it, I feel inspired.
Here is deal in a dialogue. If I buy 2 scarves, can you give me a better price?
2 scarves for $18. That is my deal.
Deal. You have yourself a sale.
Your turn. Say, we made a deal. I paid $20 and everybody was happy.
You are doing so well today.
Okay, shadowing time. Listen first, then repeat after us. Nice and clear.
Bargain. Bargain.
Vendor. Vendor.
Price tag. Price tag.
Too expensive. Too expensive.
Discount. Discount.
Make an offer. Make an offer.
Final price. Final price.
Deal. Deal.
Now let's try the full sentences. Repeat after us. That bag was a real bargain.
The vendor was very friendly.
I always check the price tag first.
That is too expensive for me.
Can I get a discount?
I want to make an offer.
What is your final price?
It's a deal.
You sound like a confident English shopper.
I wish I had practiced like this before the wallet situation.
We all wish that, Tom. Now we want to hear from you. Have you ever tried to bargain in English or in any language?
Did you get an amazing deal? Did you freeze up and say nothing? Did you accidentally offer more money than the asking price?
Write your story in the comments below. We read every single one.
And if you learned something new today, type the word deal in the comments. Let us know you were here.
Thank you so much for watching today. You are wonderful, and your English is getting better every single day. Keep going.
Practice these words this week. Next time you're at a market or a shop, use them. Say, "That is too expensive." Make an offer. Ask for a discount. Get your deal.
If you enjoyed today's lesson, give it a like. It helps our channel so much, and we really appreciate it.
And if you are not subscribed yet, subscribe right now. New English lesson every single day. Every single day.
We will see you tomorrow for another great lesson. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep going. You are doing amazing.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.